Good morning, students, and welcome to Learn English with Shrishti ma'am. So, in our last two classes, we had discussed the poem The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. It's a very beautiful poem which discusses the formation of the rain, or what we generally call the water cycle. In this video, I'm going to share with you the explanation of some of the tough words and the various poetic devices used in the poem. In the poem, we had seen that our poet Whitman, he in a very poetic and simple, lucid language discusses the formation of rain, how the rain it evaporates as vapors, goes up to the sky to form clouds, and then comes back in the form of tiny droplets of water. And once it comes back, what does it do? It performs several functions. As it falls back to the earth, it clarifies, it purifies the atmosphere of the earth that is so laden with dirt, pollution, and dust. Dust that we do not even see with our naked eyes, right? Not only that, while it comes down, it also removes the dryness of the land. The surface of the land which had cracked, which had dried up completely, devoid of water, now, with the coming of the welcome showers, it is replenished with water. And the seeds that were dormant, that were latent, hidden under the surface of the earth, after receiving water, moisture, it also starts germinating. So, the entire planet is filled with greenery, water, and life with the coming back of the rain. As such, the rain calls itself the poem of earth, something that is the creation of the earth itself. And it again and again tells us that how it gives back life to its own origin. So, here I have for you a simplified version of the poem. Please listen in quiet. Who are you? I asked the light rain. Okay, this is just a translation of the poem by Whitman in simplified language, which oddly enough, strangely enough, replied with the following. I am the poem of earth, the rain said. In an everlasting cycle, I rise as vapors from the land and sea to the sky. From there, while in the form of a cloud, both different and the same from what I was before, I fall to wash away earth's drought and fill every part of it with water. Without me, everything on earth was like a seed that couldn't grow. Forever, throughout day and night, I replenish the places I come from, making them beautiful and clean. Just like songs, which, after being written, eventually return lovingly to the places or the people they came from, regardless of whether they were heard or appreciated. So the rain also, just like a song, though it is recognized, though it is enjoyed, though it is noticed or unnoticed or unenjoyed or unappreciated, it keeps on moving in a cycle throughout day and night, and every time it performs the most living functions of the earth. So we can understand the significance of rain on our planet. Now let us come to the meaning of the words. So as you can see, some of these words have already been explained by me, like thou and art. So here the first word thou. Thou here means you. You. Okay. This is a form of archaic word. Alright. It is an archaic word. Archaic means old English words. Words that are not in use in present. The second word is eternal. Eternal means immortal. Unlike human being, nature is immortal. Okay, the rain also is immortal, and the movement it describes as eternal. Eternal I rise. The rain rise immortally without break, without having to die. It is a continuous process. Okay, so another meaning for eternal is continuous, always. Next word, whence. Whence again, just like thou and art, A-R-T, art. Okay, it is also an archaic word. Okay, and what is the meaning of whence? The meaning of whence is where. Where it vaguely forms. Please go to this line. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed. Okay, when the rain reaches heaven, it vaguely forms. So upward to heaven, where vaguely formed. I form vaguely. Vaguely means hazily. Though I have not given the meaning of the word, you must write down the meaning. It's vaguely. Vaguely means indistinct or not very clear, right? The fourth word, descend. I'm sorry, the spelling is wrong over here. I skipped one letter. D-E-S-C-E-N-D. That should be the correct spelling here. Okay, sorry for the technical fault. So descend means to fall, okay, or come down, right? The fifth word, lace, not lace actually. Again, lave. It should have been lave. L-A-V-E, lave. Okay, lave means to wash. The sixth word, drought. Drought means dry condition. What does the rain do? When it comes down, it washes away. It laves or washes the drought. Drought means the dry situation or aridity of the land. Next word is atomies. What are atomies? Atomies are atoms or very tiny particles which cannot be seen with naked eyes. Alright. Then latent. Latent means hidden. Hidden, it's not taken out, something that is covered below the surface of the earth, that is latent. Here the seeds have been referred to as being latent. And what happens when the rain comes? These latent seeds, these hidden seeds, they germinate in the form of new plants. Okay. Next word is origin. Origin means birth or creation. The final word is impalpable. Impalpable means something that can't be touched. Okay, something that you cannot touch, something that is also unseen or invisible, right? So these are some of the meanings of some of the difficult words. Now let us have a quick discussion of the poetic devices utilized. So first poetic device that comes to our mind is personification. Now what is personification? It is that literary technique where an inanimate object, an inhuman object is used, or rather it is given the attributes and qualities of a human being. Okay, so here the poet uses this non-living entity, that is the rain, as a living thing. Why we are calling that it is a personification? Because here the rain has been given a voice. Okay, the rain has been given a voice. As you can see in this line, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain, saying the rain is answering. So it is a human quality that has been given to an inanimate object. The second poetic device, metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is that literary technique where an indirect comparison is drawn between the qualities of different things. For example, the poem of earth. Okay, the poem of earth. The rain is calling itself a poem of earth, whereas we know that poem is totally different. Poem is something that is written down, but still it is an extended comparison. We also call the metaphor to be an extended or unlikely comparison. The rain is being compared to a poem. So this is what a metaphor means. Okay, so we have got two poetic devices. One is personification, the second one is metaphor. Coming to the third device, hyperbole. What is hyperbole? Hyperbole is that literary technique where you have exaggerated statements or words in order to give a dignity or exaggerate the quality of certain person or certain thing. Here, what is an example of hyperbole? I had referred to you in the poem, right? Bottomless sea. The sea has been shown, we know that the sea has a bottom, but the depth is immeasurable. So that is why, in order to give a dimension, in order to give an exaggeration, in order to extend the quality of this, depth of the sea, bottomless sea, this term has been used as a hyperbole. Okay, exaggeration, bottomless, as if the sea doesn't have a bottom, but we know that the sea has a bottom, but the depth is almost unreachable. Okay, clear this much? Coming to the final poetic device, that is imagery. What is imagery? Imagery, as you can see, the term has been taken from image. What is an image? Image is a picture or a visual, it's a picture or a image, something that you can see with your eyes. Okay, now a series of pictures, a series of images taken together, that is imagery. So we can define imagery as a technique that provides a visual description of something or someone. Generally, the romantic poets used to have a lot of imagery in their poem in order to give a in order to provide a visual sense, a visual pleasure to the reader. So here we find our Whitman using soft falling shower, soft falling shower. In order to mean, he could have simply said that it's a mild rain. Instead of saying mild rain, he's using the term soft falling shower. So we can imagine, we can see the raindrops falling in very small drops, okay, softly, and the sound that also can be definitely felt, right? So these are some of the poetic devices that have been used in order